I was talking with a mom the other day, and she was sharing that her child is struggling with various things, and she feels so incredibly alone and doesn't have anybody to talk to about this. And I was thinking about this because I've experienced this myself. I talk to a lot of parents, and they've also experienced this feeling of just so much aloneness. And I think one of the solutions is honestly looking to our kids, especially if you have a child who is struggling with any number of things, mental health, substances, school struggles, getting to school, whatever it is. Our young adults, and even younger than that, I think it starts in like middle school, from what I see in my neighborhood, that these are kids that don't have any stigma or any shame. It's not taboo to talk about how they are struggling. They share their diagnoses. They share that they're going to therapy and what medications they're on and what they've tried and how it works and different tips and tricks to handle what's going on in their life. And even maybe even having a little bit of pride in like, oh, hey, this is what I'm working on. This is who I am. It's great, to the point of maybe some of these kids like overly identify with these labels. But other than that, I think it's amazing, and we have a lot to learn by looking at this younger generation and how they are approaching their own mental health struggles and other struggles. And it reminds me of what I've heard Dr. Gabor Mate say one time, which was something like that it's not about being hurt, it's about being alone with the hurt. These are kids that are not alone in their hurt. They've got lots of friends, hopefully, and other folks that are around them that they can talk to and share what it's like. But that means that as parents of these kids, we are often left alone in our hurt. And I think there's three things that keep us quiet. One of them is that we think that we are the only parent that is struggling with this particular issue and our child. And I'm here to tell you that I've struggled in a bunch of ways with my kids, and I talk to parents all day, and they're all struggling. If you have teens, if you have young adults, if you have tweens, that is the norm right now. You are not alone. You're not the only one going through this. Number two thing that keeps us quiet is that we think my child's struggle is evidence that I have messed up. And both of these messages, I'm the only one and my child's struggle is evidence that I'm a bad mom, they're both messages of shame at the root of them. And we might even think that we've failed our kids. I want to say the way that I look at it is that your child's struggle is not evidence that you have messed up. Your child's struggle is evidence that they are struggling right now. That's it. In fact, because you know that they are struggling, that's actually evidence that you're a pretty tuned in parent. So that's good. And that you have not left them alone in their pain and hurt. That's another great thing. So, hey, good for you. The third thing that keeps us from sharing and talking about what's going on is we think, oh, I need to protect my child's privacy. Granted, I get this. We don't want to like post about our kids' struggles on social media and stuff. That would be weird. But let's also ask our kids, say, hey, is it okay if I share with another trusted person what's going on in our family so that I can be a better parent to you? Most of our kids, they're sharing it with their peers anyway. They're probably going to say, yeah, that's all right. Or at least just ask them. So the solution to all of this is let's not leave ourselves alone in our pain. Especially if you don't have a lot of support around you, if you are a single parent, if you are the de facto therapist because your child is struggling, maybe your child doesn't have another therapist that they can go to and they're stuck on a wait list or whatever. Like you are that person, you are their person. So make sure that you at least have support and are not alone in the struggle that you're going through. So my homework for you, my assignment for you is to share with at least one trusted person what is going on in your family, so you don't feel quite as alone, especially if you don't have support around you. I think it's incredibly important for us to normalize the struggle, that we don't have to be perfect. We don't have to act like everything goes okay when it's not okay. All right, take care. Bye.